Yes, indeed. One of them is just lined up. The women's games begin with this encounter. England versus Australia. There is a sporting rivalry already between these two countries, but we'll see that rivalry here at the IG Stadium in New Delhi on the Kho Kho courts.
Going to be heated between England and Australia. If the African rivalry between South Africa, Ghana is anything to go by. Can't wait for the action. We'll take a short break and be back with the match.
Well, the fervour of Kho Kho is building up at Indira Gandhi Arena in New Delhi. England and Australia. The encounter of Group B is next. Live action coming to your TV screens.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Australia.
Well then, the Australian side coming out with a lot of excitement, confidence. The English side, of course, have their supporters in the crowd. But it's the game between the old rivals in the sporting history, Australia and England.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team England with a big round of applause.
Well, aren't they very excited about it? Coming for the first ever Kho Kho World Cup. My name is Manish Jolly. With me is Roshan Shetty. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much, Munish. Yes, after all the razzmatazz and a glittering opening ceremony, we are underway with day 2 as well. This, of course, promises to be an absolute blockbuster. It's the first game in the women's category. We'll be getting shot on with the national anthem.
Let's welcome our dignitaries for tonight, Ms. Sunita Khatri, Asia Gold Medalist Hockey, escorted by Vijay Tadkar, Principal, Physical, Nagpur. Kindly rise for the national anthem of Team Australia.
Australians all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth foretold, our home is God by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, all beauty rich and grand. In history's page, let every state and once Australia fair. With joyful strains that let us sing, and once Australia fair.
Kindly rise for the national anthem of Team England.
Well, England versus Australia. You do not need introduction for these two teams, and of course, we've seen everything in the world, but this one is a new sport, a new terrain. And while we go across, we are all ready for the toss as well.
Who is this? He was sir. Wait, he is sir.
Well, then this is one of the major moments of the game. The toss. Tossed up by Sunita Khatri, ex-hockey player. Australia winning the toss.
Toss won by Australia.
And that's the signal. You raise one hand and show it on the sidelines. Australia is going to defend. That's exactly what Ghana did. But I hope they don't copy any notes from the Ghana men's defending.
Well, Australia defending, not something you'll probably be aware of. They're known more to attack, but this time the strategy is going to be different, Munish.
Yeah, it's a different game. But what a proud moment for us, isn't it, Roshan? Because this is India's game and that's gone beyond every continent. It's gone to the universe. That's the Australian playing 12 players in the squad. Sonam, Maggie, Lucy, Zari, Madhuri, Randeep, Komal, Janili, Jess, Katie, and look out for Bridge and Joy. They are supposed to be some promising action players for Team Australia.
Yeah, on the other side, of course, we'll be waiting and watching a rivalry, of course, like you mentioned, Munish needs no introduction. The England side. Well, there happen to be a lot of clubs in England, Kho Kho clubs in England, and this is where it's going to reflect. On the other side, the England side captained by the likes of Prerna Shah and Aishwarya Apte, Janki Mistry, also Riya Shah, who would be their wazirs. Watch out for the likes of Germany, also Ru and Sneha, who would be coming out all guns blazing for their first ever game here at the IG Stadium in New Delhi. There, of course, we will be heading in for a short little break, but on the other side, action is going to start. Game in the Kho Kho World Cup 2025.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
So the world goes Kho. It is time for the first women's game. Munish, expecting a cracker, isn't it?
Oh, it is. If you look at the English side, they've got a lot of faces from the Indian origin, and that's where the game originated from. Kho Kho going all over the world, and what a moment for these girls, featuring in the first ever Women's Kho Kho World Cup. And this is the first encounter in that women's arena, the women's category. Sneha all set to start the attacking, and England attacking. Australia, as you said, not known for defenders, but they're defending at the moment.
Yeah, right away. I think England would be wary of the fact they need to get a couple of points, and they start their campaign. Well, it is England who have taken off.
Prerna was the tagger, and that was easy for Prerna. But that's a slow start for Australia. You see those hopping being done near the centre line. But at the moment, this was the time when they earned their first point. That's a memorable moment, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Will certainly go down in history, to say the least. While we're having a look at the Wazir going in now. Turn from the post dive. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, she has got it.
Anushree getting the second tagging done. Oh, that you need to run faster there. The captain being tagged out. And the first batch of defenders sent back to the dugout. And we are in the very first minute. 6 points earned by England.
Yeah, that's how they want to start. Well, I promised you blockbuster, Munish. It's already started.
You got to be a good defender. You got to be a quick defender. But if you go wide of the court, you make it easier for the attackers. And that's exactly what happened with Prerna. Oh, she's giving motivation already. And another attacking done by Anushree. And England will be very happy with their attacking at the moment. And you know what? This is a turn where the attackers would want to earn the maximum points.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you see when that's going on, Attacking is the place, of course, in the Kho Kho where you can take a lot of points. Defending, you have to wait and watch what Australia does.
Well, for all the youngsters, if you want to earn points as defenders, you need to spend, if you are in one batch, you need to spend 3 minutes on the court, and thereafter you start earning your bonus points. But at the moment, this is looking very good for England. Prerna looking very quick and getting the second tagging done. There's 4 points in her kitty, in her personal account. England on to 8.
Yeah, I think they've taken out that batch eventually. All for the post up. She thinks she's got it. Is it? Oh yes, that will be out. Yes, so 2 defenders still running around there. That's another tag. That's turning out to be a walk in the garden. Wow, they've got all the defenders out. England have got 12 points, Munish.
I'm anticipating an all-out very shortly, Roshan, and that's going to be very, very motivating for England. They've got the supporters, they've got the families already in the crowd, but then these are easy taggings done on a Kho Kho court. You need to be quick, you need to be tactical, you need to be very strong with your knees.
Yeah, there, of course. So easy pickings coming in already for England. Jubilation everywhere.
And they've got that sporting rivalry, isn't it? Talk about any sport where you find England and Australia, you'll find that fire. There's fire already on the Kho Kho courts here.
So carefully measured now, meticulously taking. That is the strategy. Would be that batch 3 comes in for Australia. So Wazir is being tagged out. It might be the first tag. Yes, she gets it in style. So Kho's being given in sequence right now. She goes forward. Off to Sneha, the skipper. Off to Wazir, and that is another tag going out.
Well, simple touch. No skydives yet, no post dives yet, but simple touch. That means it's a good coordination between the players of England.
Yeah, they have to be careful because remember, once they get up from that line, they need to choose one direction. So attacking team, of course, earns 2 points for each successful tag that they're given. And that is another tag coming in, Munish.
Hang on, I think they're asking for a review. We will wait and watch. They've gone to the sideline umpire and they said that we need a review, but we'll wait and watch. This was easy tagging. What do? You need to be quick on the courts if you're a defender.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't wear specs, but this was pretty easy to understand and to gauge that. The touch was nice and sweet.
Jessica there being tagged in the end, but at the moment it seemed that it's going to be a tough start for England. It's gone easy already. The supporters, the families are happy about it. They've come out.
England.
Oh, they're supporting, no doubts. They are already very jubilant about the start.
It's also very interesting. I was talking to the coach earlier on. They have a lot of clubs in England which play Kho Kho, which is astonishing. The sport from India to England and everywhere across the world. This is what Kho Kho World Cup does. What it's doing right now is giving points to England.
Well, then good to see Ruhi Shah coming into the play, earning 2 more points for the Team England.
Australia under pressure. A lot of that, already 20 points in the first turn itself with 5 minutes to go, less than 5 minutes, and that's another tag coming in.
I thought that post dive was a demand from a commentator who said we are yet to ski a skydive and a post dive. We saw one.
Yeah, I think she'll get another 2, so things continue in what has been a complete one-sided affair so far from England. A quick word from the coach there. This was the last one. Tag coming in pretty easy, chooses the direction.
Oh, that was easy. That was easy. But you need to time those post dives. And she has been splendid, wearing the number 14 jersey, Navya Shandil. And of course, Prerna Shah wearing the number 19 jersey. Just look out for them. And also wearing the number 18 jersey is Ruhi Shah. So those are the impressive attackers for England up till now. 24 points on the board for them.
Yeah, a new batch comes in. Can it be a new dawn? Yeah, they're watching a sequence Kho right now. Chain, of course, coming in. They have to be quicker. Australia have to be a little quick out here. Zigzag being attempted now. Be interesting to see how this one pans out. It's Zari, of course, who's going in. Sonam Garg, of course, the captain as well, is in the picture.
Well, they've got one all out already. England 24 points. They get one more tagging done. Zari Torise Mikoska will have to walk out. England look very impressive. But the bigger question is how far will they come out and defend? I mean, it's still a question mark for us whether they are a good defending team or no.
Certainly, yes. Now, Australia will need to get a couple of points at least. Lucy and so on there. The captain, well, she's gone cheaply because Wazir it is who will do the role of a queen.
Yeah, real queen, right? The Wazir have an advantage of moving in either directions. The only player in the Kho Kho court wearing a different color jersey is the Wazir. Well, as I speak, this is exactly what the Wazir has done. Just tapping on the back of the right player, and that was number 7 on Sneha Dhirubai Patel, getting those 2 vital points. And this is Ruhi Shah. She's been splendid up till now.
Well, this sport is ruthless. You need to be fit, you need to be agile, you need to be moving on the mat, and that is why it can sometimes be unforgiving. That is the reason why.
That's a cherry in the mouth for me. That tagging was a cherry in the mouth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I spoke about fitness. They are very fit people. The professional sides, the Indian women and men team are they follow a tough fitness regime. They're very strong. They're flexible. Endurance is one of the biggest factors in Kho Kho. You need strength, but you need to be strong while you're running. Wazir in action now, and the defender already walked off the court. What did you do there? Wearing the number 8 jersey, Janelle Louis Serena. You need to be in the court in that blue arena if you have to be competitive.
I think she said, went to say hi to a fan, is it? No, but I think she's trying to do the job for a team. But I think she'll be out. So 2 points coming in. 32 already, Munish.
Well, add 2 more. It's gone to 34 now. Well, you need to impress the girls, Roshan. Get those points for England. If you're an English supporter, I'm sure people watching us in the far continent will be very happy with England's attacking mode at the moment.
This is the chance, of course, Munish, where when you're attacking, you have to get as many as points, because in defending, it could be very, very difficult. So batch number 7 comes in now. Australia in real trouble. They have to put on the thinking caps right now.
My guesses are that the girls are doing much better than the boys, and the reason I say is because when South Africa played that game against Ghana, the men's encounter before this, they got 38 points in their first attacking turn. England are close to beating that record. 2 more points. They're equal, the men, as far as the scoring turn is concerned, the attacking turn is concerned. 38 to them.
Yeah, I think they'll be very happy this time. Try to dunk that, but you can't.
Randeep Kaur of Australia just ran out of ideas. Jessica Catherine Langtree is wearing the number 6 jersey, but she didn't even give me time to speak more about her. She's been tagged.
Yeah, what a performance so far from England. They've also gone ahead of the first game which went in. So it's raining points here. Ruhi there. She said, I welcome you to India.
Well, Ruhi, Prerna Shah wearing the number 12 jersey are the 2 players who've been great attackers. The Wazir has been splendid. The 2 Wazirs, Aishwarya Apte and Janki Mistry. The score of 12, you have to identify the Wazirs. And mind you, once there is a break, you also have that option of making a substitution. There's no substitutions done yet for England. 42 points in their attacking turn. This is the first turn. It'll be followed by 3 more. 2 attacking and 2 defending turns for both the teams. Easy tagging. 44 points now. Oh, that's out of the court also. And that's not allowed. You need to defend inside the court, otherwise you'll end up giving 2 crucial points to the attackers. She looks quick, but that's the commentator's curse. Komal Kaur Grewal wearing the number 10 jersey has been tagged.
Yeah, so another simple running tag comes in with around a minute left into this one. England already steering clear in what has been a complete one-sided affair now.
Well, the young girls like it. They've come out supporting for them. The England supporters are there in numbers in the crowd. But look what our own game, Kho Kho, from the mud to the modern matting of Kho Kho, we are witnessing and experiencing and enjoying this first ever Kho Kho World Cup. This is very exciting.
It is certainly all the adrenaline rush. You'll feel it. It was there for the opening ceremony yesterday. Incredibly lit up. not just Delhi, but the country as well. And this will be another tag. Wazir, it is again, will be racing forward. The likes of Aishwarya upped, also Janki missed 3 there.
Well, then 50 is the number. We're not talking about the age, it's the attacking points. Never talk about the age of women, but then look what they've done. They're high earners. In turn 1, they've reached to the 50-point mark.
Yeah, Australia under real pressure, and that is an easy tag which goes in. And this time it was Lucy Hodges who will be making a way out. Yeah, if you're a supporter of England, you'll be smiling right now, or even giggling.
Well, then the whistle has been blown, and the side umpires are having a word with the technical bench. But then the fans of... oh, I think it's the turn that's over. So we'll just do a correction there. But the pack of cards is 52. And that's exactly what England have earned here. That's a massive start for England, Roshan.
Yeah, certainly. So there it is, of course, England 48, Australia 0. Not a number you will be, of course, where you're watching. But that's how things have been so far. There it is. What is the strategy I'll go behind right now? England already leading in, Munish.
And those were the moments that the girls will cherish. Running out in the middle, lining up, the anthems were played, and then began the action. The first tag-in was done within the first 10 seconds. England looked so impressive. Prerna was exceptionally good, and so was Ruhi Shah. They had the moments of glory in the first turn itself, getting the maximum, dominating the turn 1 of attacking. England have been very impressive. There's some moments where the defenders ran out of ideas, went wide of the court. The Vizier was creating pressure, forcing the players to go out of the court. But Australia, how good an attacking team they are, only time will tell. But England, they will come out. They've done well with their attacking. It's very shortly that they'll come out and defend. Splendid moments for them. And Kho Kho, these women have proved that it's a high-scoring game. Stay with us for live action as Australia will come out attacking in a short while from now.
So welcome back. England taking on Australia in the first game in the women's category, of course. It's the first Kho Kho World Cup. And look at the score. England 52, Australia 0. This turn will be promising if Australia can actually do something out of it. Batch number 1 comes in.
Well, then it's a high-scoring game from attackers. England got 52. What will Australia do? Wrong direction chosen. Even if you tag the player, the whistle has been blown. Choose one direction. You go either right or left. And how do you do that? Your initial movements will define your direction, whether it's by your feet or by your shoulder or by hand. And that's the rule of Kho Kho. You need to attack in just one direction, either left or right. But if you are a Vizier wearing a different color jersey, you have that privilege of moving in any direction on one side of the court.
I think those are the luxuries of being a Wazir then. The Wazir tags, and this could be the first point. Where is she heading? Well, I think she needed time to get that. Has she got it? Not really. Still moving in, still trying to get a couple of points in their favour. It was Bridget Cottrell there. Sneha still rallying around.
Well, then KT with the attack, giving a small touch. Kho. Oh, is that a tagging? Yes, not given. Not given. She changed directions, and I was in doubt too. The umpires are right. No points scored there. All the three defenders on court for England. So they've attacked well. Seemed that they're defending well too. But that's close. Wazir coming in action and firing all cylinders.
So finally, Australia will be opening their accounts. This is what will be the story for them. Yes, you mentioned rightly, Monisha. I'll tell you what, live gives you an option to change directions. Kho Kho doesn't. So this is how things have been so far. 2 points for Australia have come in. They're racing in now. This is the best they have to do in the attacking front.
Oh, seems they've got another point. No, we wait for the whistle. Each time you see a player tagging, it's not confirmed until you hear the whistle. And the umpires and the chief referee said it was a wrong direction touch. But the bigger rule is if you're on one side of the court, on one side of the centre line, can you actually get a touch and tagging done legitimately? The answer is yes.
But what will also be the minds of the coach? If you are a coach, of course, Manish, for Australia, what would you be telling the players there after this situation?
Well, then we'll come to a point later. Sneha at the moment is defending so well. She's getting tired, so they're attacking one player. They've chosen the number 7 jersey, Sneha Dhirubhai Patel. What she's doing that chain running. Oh, ran out of seam, but well done, Sneha. Consumed lot of time. The badge time on to 2:41 now. They crossed 3 minutes and they're eligible for a bonus point. It'll be a dream run then.
Yeah, just 10 seconds is what it will take for her to survive that. Can she survive? I think she should be going. She's tired. The legs are getting heavy. So are the breath. Can this be the first dream run? It looks like it will be the first dream run, of course. And it is. Points coming in for England. In style. Prerna it is who's left the hope alive.
Well, she attacks so well. Prerna Shah. She's the captain of England. Well, at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, if she spends that time on the court, she'll buy one more bonus point for her team England. Because that's what the dream run is all about. And she's got that. Well done, Prerna.
I think you should certainly give kudos to her persistence. You look at that, she's going in. No matter what, the coach has told her keep running, and that'll give you your dream runs time and again. Can she go for another point?
Oh, wrong direction. That's a good little dodge. Just facing right there in the middle and waiting for the defenders to make a mistake. Oh, there she is. That's a dodge. It becomes easy. And she's got that breathing hour, the breathing time as well. Another dream run. 3 bonus points for England while defending.
Yeah, I don't know what she's thinking. Has she got the tag out finally right now? Oh, no. It is still going to continue. Well, she's somehow surviving. Take a bow, Prerna. She's going in. All guns blazing. She's tired. She's breathing heavy, but doesn't matter.
You know, who did the eating time? Who ate the most number of seconds? Another dream run! 4 points! With defending. That's England. The might of this team. She's still going on. Another 15 seconds and she'll buy one more point for her team.
What has she had for breakfast? We need to know, because we need that much energy as well while you're on the comms, Munish.
I'd like to give some more credit to Sneha Dhirubhai Patel also, because she spent a lot of time on the court while the Australian attackers were chasing her. Another dream run coming in, and that's a record given, tagging in the end. But then what a performance. Prerna Shah, the captain of England.
Absolutely astonishing. What has this girl done? Prerna, take a bow. She's running and running and running. And finally, this was the tag from the Wazir. Eventually, you had to step up for Australia.
That was Jamini Ben, and this was Sneha. She made the attackers struggle so much. And at that time, Preena was having a breathing time, so she got those extra momentum, the extra breaths, and that enabled her to get dream points for her team. And England, of course, looking very solid. They defended well. There was a doubt whether they're going to be good defenders or no. Eventually, they proved us wrong. They're good attackers, they're good defenders.
Yeah, a complete all-round performance then from the likes of England. Still around less than 2 minutes left for this turn to happen. Australia still languishing. Quite a big margin there.
When you get those 4 dream runs, you break the morale of the opponents. And Janaki, Jessica Ben and Anushree are there on the court. Now they're targeting Janaki Mistry, who's wearing the number 2 jersey. But they need to be quick with their attacking. This is what you will see in the evening when the Indian team, the Indian women come out to vie for the honours against South Korea. You'll see the Indian women very quick with their attacking modes. They're good defenders, sensible defenders, and that's a learning moment for the weaker teams. Watch the Indian team play today in the evening.
Yeah, I think while they go back, Wazir is the one who's quickly committing the team ahead. Some hopes coming in for Australia as well, in that the likes of course, Mudra. It's Lucy, in fact, who's getting, trying to get the points in form of Wazir. So Australia, they look a little winded, of course, take nothing away, but this is what is really troubling them right now.
Well, Anushree making it so difficult for the attackers wearing the number 3 jerseys. A good turn around, took the help of the post also, but then a quick tagging down there by number 7 of Australia. That's Joy Clements.
Yeah, I think Australia would be looking forward to close down the gap, but this is their chance to do that. Remember, it is a little tight when you're defending, but when you're attacking, you can come out full guns.
Look at Jessica Ben. She'll pace up in one direction and all of a sudden she'll give that dodge, and there it is. She comes back now. She's breaking the momentum of the Australian attackers. That's good attacking, and that's, in fact, when you talk about attack, it's there in the mind for a defender. Dream run has been earned by England 4 times in this turn, and here they are dominating. Only the second badge came onto the courts to defend, and she's happy about it. Oh, I love that celebration already, though it's the end of the second turn only.
Yeah, we are certainly your fans, Jessica Ben, of how you have been so far. Australia will have a lot of thinking and of course execution as well to do on this one.
Well, then it all speaks about England when you look at the turn 1. 52 points while they attacked, and 5 dream points. Bonus points for those dream runs. They've defended well, attacked well, and here they are with a 47-point lead ahead of Australia. Their sporting rivalry continues.
But it'll be a Mount Everest for them to climb from here. How things have been, of course, we do have India playing in as well. Put your eyes on, because India will be taking on South Korea in the women's section category, of course, and Brazil eventually in the evening. A lot of other games coming in as well. We're heading in for a short little breather. Coming back shortly.
Set for the second half. The start of the turn number 3. England in a commanding position. What seemed like a sporting rivalry, England have just dominated the first half with the 57 attacking points. But the Indian men waiting for their attacks at 8 p.m. That's the big game. The Indian men getting rid of Nepal yesterday have Brazil in front of them tonight at 8 p.m. And that's the evening special for today.
Yeah, get your popcorn, get everything that you have. Like you mentioned earlier on as well, Australia, while they're defending, they've been in a challenging spot of bother again, time and again, but this time she's wanting to sprint quickly, going on Janelle, Serena. And England are taking their time out for this. No worries. In comes in. Yeah, I think they're doing that strategy right now. Start and stop, breaking momentum.
You know, when you talk about Kho Kho, they've claimed attack, they've got 1, they've got 2 more points. You will never see good teams getting 2 defenders near the post, because that makes it easier for an attacker to tag. What Australia have done in the first turn, they had on many occasions 2 players near the post. So the attacker can choose either one of them, and it becomes the defenders are in a dilemma that who the attacker is going to come after. And here it is. There's a review now for England.
This will be interesting. Germany has been called alongside the Australian counterpart.
TV umpire, attacker review.
We do have a review, and we will wait and watch how this pans out. Look at that. Oh, I think, did she get that touch there? Oh. Is it the shoe? It is the shoe. Oh, yes. Delicate one. Still works, I guess.
If you're in India, go to a temple, touch someone's feet, you'll get the blessings. This is exactly what happens in Kho Kho. There are some faint touches, Roshan. And that faint touch moment was one of them.
So it is pretty much evident.
Defender is out.
And there goes the finger. There comes the point. Germany.
And she looked confident throughout, didn't she? But that was a well-timed dive. I mean, this is one of the arts of Kho Kho. The defenders might think that, you know, they might be get tagged on the shoulder or on the back, but the attacker is eyeing the shoe or the ankle. That was very well done.
Yeah, whatever works. And then, of course, one batch will be sent back, sent packing to the benches. England are doing incredibly well out here. 63 for them. And Australia are, of course, in big trouble.
Look at those faces. What aspirations, the ambitions. And this is how the group was sent back. The batch was sent back to the dugout. They need to be quick. The Australian defenders aren't very quick near and they go wide of the court also. And that makes it easier for the attackers to chase them and tag them.
Yeah, of course, this sport does not demand you to be sluggish. You have to be quick, especially as you mentioned after the post. So new batch comes in, and the first defender, I guess, might as well be on her way out. No, she survives. We'll tell the story. Quick post coming in, off from the post this time round. So they're getting in 2 players, and this one will be a tag out. Yes, she will be sent packing. Just 2 defenders remaining now for Australia.
Well, simple touch was the call by the chief referee. But I know a lot of people wait for the sky dives and the post dives too. But that's not needed at the moment. They're tiring the defenders down already. You spoke about the fitness of the game. You need to be rich in endurance if you want to be a good Kho Kho player. And I think there are a lot of learning lessons. We saw Ghana not doing well with defending. That Australia are not good defenders too. They came out attacking. They needed to be more agile while they were there on the courts, but at the moment, look at what England is doing. That's quick passing, that's quick touching, and that's to tie down the defender.
Maggie Greenham is really taking the England team by the horn, still running in. Well, she is using the strategy, going zigzag. Again, talking about breaking the momentum. She is still surviving long there. Oh, unfortunate there. She will be going out. But a good run which came in from the likes of Maggie Greenham. And they have sent another batch home.
Well then, I'll say very well done. Maggie Greenham of Australia. She spent some time on the courts, thereby making the attackers work a bit more harder. Wazir has had a good time in the middle. She's had some easy taggings. Maya coming into the scoring sheets also. But this was easy for Jess. And look at her feet. She well timed her touch. She did not touch the centre line. Otherwise, it could have been a violation. So 69-10, England leading. And their dugout looks very happy.
Yeah, the flags will be flying higher while another batch comes in. It's batch number 3 which comes in. Joy Elizabeth, Komal Grewal alongside the likes of Kate Purcell, who will be looking forward to get a couple of points. They have been stagnant out there. 10 points which have come in. But the run continues. The Wazir will try her level best to get a couple of points. Australia look like signs of revival with the runs, but they look a little tired as well.
And England were eyeing Komal Grewal to tag. She's wearing the number 10 jersey, but they've shifted their focus now on Jo Clements, who's wearing the number 7 jersey. Or they get the tagging done. She was slower. I think the command came from the sideline, from the coach. that you need to tag number 7. Go after her. And that's what England did.
So the second defender has been tagged out. Along with it comes the third defender. Free. Look at the points. 75. Are they going to go beyond 100?
Oh, that's a good ask. Return 3 with 3:43 remaining on the clock. I think it's very much possible. And that's the coach of England, Mr. Charan. But this is the big one. Just talk about speed, endurance and force. Wait till 8 p.m. when the men's encounter between India and Brazil comes up. Another Group A encounter. Nepal, of course, was on the verge of stunning India. But the real stunners were the Indian men, and the women are not behind. They'll face South Korea at 6:45 in the evening today. And that's a Makar Sankranti special evening.
Marking a new year, of course. This is a new sport, of course, in the form of a World Cup. Not something that we don't know about. Rich history, around 100 years. In the modern day sport, of course, has given us so much entertainment. So quick tags coming in. New batch of Australian defenders have set in.
Oh, that was good. Jazz gave a fake Kho and ended up earning 2 more points for England. And that's the coordination. That's the game sense that you need to have. Now, it's the coach's game too, Roshan, where the coach is now commanding that go after this particular player who's looking slower in one batch. And that's what the attackers do. Choose the slower runner, the slower defender, get 2 points and then pressurize the stronger players.
But it's also just not about how physically intact you are. It's also about the mental game. Now, if you realize you're slow, what you can do is go zigzag, break the momentum, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're utilizing all their frailties to their strengths right now.
You give me an idea. If you're slow, build up your stamina, build up your skill, build up your legs, because that's exactly what you need on a Kho Kho court.
Yeah, so Sonam Garg is there inside. 2 of them, one, of course, comfortably having a sip of water. She had so much of time on the post. Going down, of course, it's turn 3.
I think it's sensible to slow down because this is the first game, and I think England are slowing down because they're taking the game to the longer periods, because they've got few more games to come. They want to remain with the stamina. They don't want any injuries on the court. I think that's a good move. Don't go for the numbers. You've got a big lead, 67-point lead, and that's the reason you see England slowing down at the moment with their attacking.
Yeah, I think even the coach would be content with the fact that, look, you'll have good points on board. Do not rush right now. Talk about rush. I think we have a rush hour here going on because it's another defender who was being tagged out.
Imagine how much toll it takes on your knees. There are people, they end up their career when they reach to the age of 30 as far as the Kho Kho professional teams are concerned. But this is a high fitness demand game, Kho Kho. You need to be strong, you need to be flexible. And moreover, you need to coordinate your moves. Talk about the skydives and the post dives. It's a tough game. It's India's game. And it's becoming world's game now.
I think once the world tastes blood of Kho Kho, it is going to run right. There'll be fire burning across the world.
Turn the pages of history, you'll find the game, one of the ethnic games of India. And this is what it's all about. Running and chasing. Come on, Captain Australia, move hard. Fazil getting the final kill in the end. Another batch destroyed by England.
Yeah, I think they've completely tormented Australia. This was, of course, sensible from her. Didn't give the tag. Eventually went in for the defender. So quick thinking.
Well then, England already are looking amongst the top 4 teams. We are yet to witness the game of the other teams from Africa, from the South American, the Asian teams. But surely England have impressed all of us. 81 attacking points. That speaks about the coordination. It's a good team.
Of course, if I would have been the coach of any other team, I would be watching this game because England would be one of the top contenders into this competition as well. Anya there, surging forward. Series of tags coming in. Pose for England. They would want to tag out one at the start. Number 3 from Australia. It is Bridget.
You'll hardly see any player just walking on a Kho Kho court. That's exactly what Bridget Grace Cottrell is doing, wearing the number 3 jersey. Maya comes in, quick tags, and that's to tire down the defender. But speaking about that game that we saw India play against Nepal yesterday, it was a tactical game, and that was the reason it wasn't a high-scoring game. 5-point victory for India. As we move forward, just 15 seconds left in this turn 3. England are taking it easy.
Well, it could be uneasy for Australia right now with the situation which they've been put in. They are still running in. The likes of Madhuri, Malmain, and it is gone.
Well, they're happy with their defending, whatever they're earning, whatever time they spend on the court. Australia will rejoice with it. But England, on the other hand, are jubilant. It's a huge lead of 71 points for this team. That's Team England. And the coach, Charan, is happy. So is the manager, Jyoti. Is giving that high five already.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy fans. Convincing lead while they go into turn 4 of that one. Australia, well, what would they be thinking right now? Get a couple of points, get some much needed confidence before the next game. So how's the story been so far? 81 for England, 10 for Australia, a massive 71-point lead that they have. But what's on the other side? India taking on Brazil, of course, eventually tonight at 8 p.m. That would be a game you'd be anticipating. And India taking on Nepal in the first game. Absolute blockbuster at the start. That's the kind of game you would have needed for the start of a campaign of the World Cup. The first ever Kho Kho World Cup. Heading into short little breaks, see you on the other side. Now for England, Australia would be attacking right now to get a couple of points, to walk with confidence while they go at the end of this game. So the Wazir is being deployed to get the points. This time a quick tag, she's got it. Has she got it? Yes, she has. Well.
So Riya Rupesh Shah was earning points for her team when she was attacking, but has been the first player to be tagged out by the Australian attackers. Keshvi Rajan Shah being attacked by the attackers of Australia at the moment. She's wearing the number 11 jersey. Whereas, look at the other player, Maya Diwan Patil. She's there on the sidelines, just spending a vacation, not being attacked at all. So this is a good move then by Australia. At least they're working with the plan.
Certainly are. So England have taken things slowly now. We do have the likes of Keshvi Shah out there. The Australians watch on. Too much pressure down under.
Rich Cottrell is passing on, saying Kho. But I think they have a tough defender in the form of Keshvi. Oh, she's stuck now, ran out of ideas. What do you want to call that? The commentator's curse again?
It certainly was. I think she just left hopes out there. But I think they realize right now that they have the points in the kitty. So they'll just take it easy right now. Not trying too hard like you mentioned earlier on, Munish. 2 defenders still left in Keshvi. And I think this one, yeah, another tag. So just 1 defender remaining. Australia have gotten better with every passing turn. We'll have to agree to that.
You think too much near the post, spend some time, and you're gone. That's exactly what Maya had to go through. Maya Divani Patel, wearing the number 99 jersey, has been tagged, and the first set of defenders have been sent back to the dugout. Well, the rule is that in the first turn, if the first badge remains on the court, or any player of the first badge remains on the court, in the second turn, the team defending will start with the second set of badges. And that's exactly what is happening here, and that's the reason we are looking at a different set of players as far as the defending badge is concerned.
The Navya Shandil, Ruhi alongside the likes of Anya Shah have come in to defend. Australia attacking front. Yeah, you heard it loud and proud. Kho, series of Khos coming in. Wazir comes into picture. Then in comes off from the post. Can she get the touch?
That's a great dodge for me. Ruhi Pramit Shah wearing the number 18 jersey. And look what they're doing. They've left Ruhi and now they're attacking Anya Shah, who's wearing the number 1 jersey. And that's not a good strategy. Anya going to the post. Running behind. Making a chain. That's called a chain running in Kho. She goes to the post. And now this is a good battle. Oh, defying that attack from a Wazir.
What I'll also tell you is a good battle. India will be watching keenly this game because India could be a mouth-watering affair. Two strong teams coming in.
Oh, that was very quick from Ruhi Shah. Just ran over the centre line, defying any opportunity of the attackers to come and tag her. 81 points to England. This is the last turn. Oh, you got to be a little watchful there. Bridge Cottrell, there's a long way to go in this World Cup.
Yeah, I think that could have been horrendous in case you would have gone on too hard to that. Lucky, nothing happening there. But what's happened here? Wazir has got the tag. So this is what happened. Look at that. The Kho was given and then... Okay.
Strong girl there.
Could have been a big mishap averted.
That's the reason we say that you need to time your post dives and the sky dives in order to just wipe away that worry of injuries. So these are the drills that the coaches make you do once you go to the Kho Kho academies. You go there and learn the nuances. You need to time your dives and your post dives according to your height, according to your flexibility of your legs. You have to calculate that distance, and that was a good try for me. That was a good post dive. They didn't get a tagging done, but then it was a good attempt.
I think the technique really works in very well out there when you're doing that. Another tag has come in now. They've called in and that'll be given out. And just one defender remaining right now for England. Now, yeah, it is. And there it is. The Wazir is trying hard to get her out. But she will still be there. Off towards the Wazir now. And there it is. That will be the final tag which is coming. And Australia, of course, have jubilations. Finally, points have started coming in.
That's Navya, 5 feet 11 inches tall, and for a moment I thought she's going to take that dream run point again. That did not happen. But then looking at this turn, Australia were better attackers compared to the previous turn for sure. They got just 10 attacking points in the first turn. They've done really well. Good coordination amongst the attackers, and that's what impressed me the most.
Learning from the job, the Australian side. I think the fun factor is, they're smiling always. I think that's been the approach. You watch any Australian side, they'll take the game by the way it goes. Don't really take it to the heart.
Hey, there's somebody smiling at you throughout. Your co-commentator, Roshan. But then that's what Kho Kho has brought to Indira Gandhi Arena. That's what Kho Kho has given to the world. India's game from the mud to the mat. And look how anxious these aspirations that speak on the face. 81-22. England, of course, having all the players from the Indian origin. But sooner you'll find more countries joining in. 20 teams in men's category, 19 in women. And the jubilations continue. Though there wasn't a tagging given by the umpires. It was a wrong direction tag done by Australia.
Yeah, I think now they're really raking up the speed. A little confidence does this to you. You get a couple of points, all of a sudden your momentum is changing. Your body wants to do more. It wants to get a couple of points. This time, when she's facing the other side, she failed to realize that and then goes beyond the post and then gives the Kho there. And this one would be easy then. Germany would be tagged out.
Well, just shifted away from the centre line, and that made easy for the attacker to go and tag. Now this is what I was talking. If you look at number 19, Preerna Anup Shah, she's a good defender. She won't go very wide of the court. She'll stay close, just 4-5 steps away from the centre line. And look, that is a dodge. And she anticipated the dive coming in, and look how she got away from it.
The captain leading from the front. And there it is again. She gives a dodge, this time in between. Tried to cross that. And this is now getting a mental game.
For a defender, it's very important to watch the initial movement of the attacker. It made it easy. that was very easy for number 9 Maggie Greenham to tag. And I think Preena just ran out of steam, or maybe she's saving her stamina and her fitness for the next games. But England, they've defended well, and full marks to the coach also, because all these drills that you see that's happening, they're making an 8 also, which we'll explain later, is all done by the coach's experience, his expertise.
I think she had no chance whatsoever, just gave up on that one because she was diving right away straight into it. So England on 81, and there it is, the game. India taking on South Korea. That's another game you would want to witness, explosive one as well. India is one of the quickest teams in this competition, in the Kho Kho World Cup, happening for the very first time in India.
1:11 left in turn 4. England 81, Australia 28. It's an easy victory on the cards for England. Oh, that's a good dodge. They claim a tag. Whistle not blown yet. No harm done to the defending badge. But as we enter in the last minute, it's clearly England's game versus Australia, this one.
So less than a minute left in turn 4. England are going to walk through with a victory in a convincing fashion. Just take another 40 seconds. But Australia have really come back. And talking about comebacks, India did make one yesterday against Nepal. This time they're going to play against Brazil, remember. That game is on 8 p.m. today. So, of course, brace yourselves. While 30 seconds go on into this one, Wazir is going to strike through. No. Off number 6. Oh, brilliant dodge yet again.
And that's what the catch and run game is all about. Kho Kho, of course, a good dodge there. It looked very simple, but it was calculated by number 3 Anushri. She's a good defender. Now they're running out of ideas, but then the game is already over. England have clinched this match with comfort. It's a huge 51-point victory for the England women in the very first game against their sporting rivals Australia.
Yeah, a rival which you have known, which you have experienced throughout the world, be it any sport. The platform here, of course, was the Kho Kho World Cup, and it is England who have walked away convincingly against the Australian side. A massive, massive victory, 51 points. And this one, the smiles will paint a picture for you of how things have been so far. England and Australia. It is England who will emerge victorious and march with an incredible smile, incredible victory into this contest, of course. All the action we are watching at the IG Stadium in New Delhi. It was the first game in the women's category in the Kho Kho World Cup 2025, and it turned out to be a one-sided affair in the end. That's how things started on. England and Australia started pretty quick, but England were right at it at the start. Shackles were off from the start for them. They took the points, in fact, made it one of the biggest points in the first turn itself, and then the momentum never really shifted towards Australia. That's how things have been so far in this contest, as even the Indian team would be watching in closely, because these were a couple of them that came in. Post dives were there, one skydive as well earlier on, which we did get to witness, and the England side, of course, have left no stone unturned in getting their victory. Bright smile on their faces eventually while they went on. Australia did give a glimmer of hope in their third, of course, turn, but never really looked like they're going to come back in the contest. And then the story was pretty easy. England were just trying to keep up the lead while they were going through across. The coach there doing a commendable job in telling their team, look out here, you have a big lead, just continue that.
Watch out the other teams of the world as England dominate this game against Australia. This, of course, is a commanding victory by them. They attacked well, defended well, and they've blown that wiggle against Australia. Well done, girls. It was splendid. They were good attackers, good defenders, and all that they need was a good team coordination. And the coach will be very happy with this first encounter against their sporting rivals Australia.
Yeah, and this will go a long way in giving up their hopes, of course, in the contest. Australia, they have a hard task ahead, but England it is who will be looking forward to top their group in the contest. And that's how the story has looked like so far in this contest. A complete one-sided affair in the end. England 81 on a 30 against Australia. And that's how things are going to turn out. India taking on Brazil. That is the biggest blockbuster that we're going to have tonight at 8 p.m. That's in the Group B section. Remember, India coming back after an impressive victory yesterday against Nepal. Of course, it was a battle of nerves. And the crowds are going to come in. They're going to come in numbers like they did yesterday for the opening ceremony. Australia, it is, you have to give them for their mindset. Well, a loss will not really hamper their hopes, their spirits. They have been entertained thoroughly. That's how things have been so far. The next game in the men's category, it'll be the Group B encounter where Argentina will be taking on Iran in that contest. That's for the next game. We're coming back shortly.
I am done with him. Breakup is fine.
ये तो तूने राहुल, बॉबी, रोहन, I lost the count now.
ये serious वाला था.
इस बारी final, right?
It's done.
मुझे पता था. Trip already planned है, girls. Ease my trip. Beautiful discounts, best prices, and no convenience fee. Let's go. चाहे breakup हो या makeup, I know how to ease my trip. Do you?
अब घूमेगा भारत.
This is where dreams take flight, where stars are born, and the future of international cricket shines the brightest.
She is setting the stage alight.
16 nations will compete for World Cup glory in Malaysia.
Oh, she is putting on a show here.
And they are champions.
The ICC Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup 2025 begins January 18.
This January, your favorite teams will test their limits and your patience. Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United versus Brighton. Manchester City versus Chelsea. Catch all the matches live on Disney Plus Hotstar and the Star Sports Network. Co-presenting digital streaming sponsors Acco, Jaguar.
We've had some splendid moments since the morning today. South Africa winning convincingly against Ghana. England whitewashing Australia. But hang on, there's some more action to come. Argentina, Iran, another game of Group B, and followed by Kenya, Netherlands in the women's category. That start at 3 p.m. South Africa men will then face Netherlands, followed by England women's team against Uganda. And India then come out in the open to attack and to win points against South Korea at 6:45 p.m. followed by the Indian men versus Brazil, the men's Group A game, and that's the special Makar Sankranti evening for all of you. We'll be heading towards the presentation ceremony. Ocean Sharma is waiting for us.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of Kho Kho World Cup group match between England and Australia women's game. For the first award, I would like to invite Mr. Taba Tide, President Arunachal Pradesh Kho Kho Association, to present the Best Attacker of the Match award. And the award goes to Ruhi from England. I mean, that has been an incredible performance, mind-blowing support from the team, and definitely all those crucial points. Next, I would like to invite General Vikram Dogra, CEO of World Cup, to present the Best Defender of the Match award. And this award goes to Lucy. I mean, we have seen the incredible performance coming down as a Wazir and showcasing that incredible feat. Next, may I ask Mr. Riazuddin to present Player of the Match award. Mr. Riazuddin is Head of Transformation and Special Projects, BlackBerry. And the Player of the Match award goes to none other than the captain of the team, Prida. with those amazing dream runs as the opponents were chasing. She was down there breathing fire and getting all those crucial and those important points. England definitely started on an amazing highway of those scores, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be an easy road for them in the upcoming games. Back to the comms now.
There it is, of course, an incredible victory for England. After that, Australia still in high spirit. That's what you want as a temperament here at the Kho Kho World Cup. And it's been a good story to tell, while the crowds have enjoyed everything out here. A lot in store for them as well today evening. India will be on. We are on in for a break right now. We'll be back shortly.
It is now time to reward and award the amazing performances from Nepal versus Bhutan women's match of the Kho Kho World Cup. For the first award, I would like to invite Mr. Tiba Tider, again, President Arunachal Pradesh Kho Kho Association, to present the Best Attacker of the Match award. And this award goes to Poonam Tharu from Nepal. Those important and crucial points, as Nepal had a really dominating run in that match, it really paid them off. Next, I would like to invite General Vikram Dogra, CEO of World Cup, to present the Best Defender of the Match award. And this award goes to Khuzain from Bhutan. With all that amazing performances, they definitely showcased how important it was to get those crucial points for the team.
Look here, look here, look here. Hold.
Next up, may I ask Mr. Riazuddin, Head of Transformation and Special Projects, BlackBerry, to present the Player of the Match award. The Player of the Match for this particular match was Manmat Dhami from Nepal, as we saw those amazing 93 points coming up for the team, and she was one of the most crucial supports for the team for this important game.
Look here.
Nepal versus Bhutan was definitely a sight to watch out for. But definitely, the upcoming games are going to be even amazing for those teams. It is now time to award and reward another game which happened between South Africa and New Zealand in this Kho Kho World Cup group stage. For the first game, for the first award in fact, the attacker of the award, I would like to invite Mr. Taba Tider again, President Arunachal Pradesh Kho Kho Association, and the attacker of the award goes to Eknoor Kaur from New Zealand. Definitely getting those important points when it was needed for the team. Next, I would like to invite General Vikram Dogra, CEO of World Cup, to present the Best Defender of the Match award. The Best Defender of the Match award goes to Shubil, as we have seen those amazing and important points and crucial points coming down for South Africa by her. Next up, may I ask Mr. Riazuddin, Head of Transformation and Special Projects, BlackBerry, to present Player of the Match award. And this was one of the most crucial awards, and it goes from South Africa's Silik Hute, as we have seen those amazing and important points coming down from them, and these were the points that led them to a very good end.
Look. Here.
The Kho Kho World Cup has started off on an amazing run, and with every game passing, the competition definitely gets fierce with each and every second, with each and every attack point, with each and every dream run. I mean, it's going to be an amazing road from here. Back to the comms for now.